All right, hey everyone, Jonathan Lindsay here for Tapestry Music. We're on our Rig It and Gig It series here. Today we're down at the Fox Cabaret, just down the hill from our store up the street there. And we are very fortunate to have Canada's own Ariel Posen here today. Thanks so much for letting us come down and chat and spending a bit of time with us.
Pleasure.
Very cool.
Thanks for coming.
So we're here just to chat about some of your gear. You're doing a trio show tonight.
It's what we always do.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, we're always three-piecing it. Yeah.
Do you, you seem to have very much a preference for like three-piece, two-piece. Is that something that, is it the freedom of that or is it the challenge? Or?
What? Oh, you mean like with Ash and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, that's its own thing where there's definite freedom in being a duo. This I've always been playing as a three-piece. Like when I first started playing just only bars and booking my own gigs, it was always trio. I grew up loving so many three-piece bands, and I think there's a lot of space. Well, obviously there's a bunch of space in it, but you know, I can really lean on my guys. They make it sound so much more than a three-piece, but it allows us to be just very dynamic and
such a conversational kind of format.
I'm not even doing it justice explaining it, but it's like the way I feel the most comfortable. Like when you bring more people in, it's great, but it really needs to be, this isn't like a jammy gig. It's a very somewhat arranged, you know, like parts. So when you bring more people in, if people are just kind of playing around it kind of takes away the thing that we're trying to go for. So it's like controlled chaos is what we do.
Controlled chaos.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right, so you've got, we got to talk about this guitar. So this is the custom shop signature model.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I think this is one of the most talked about guitars this year.
Is that right?
I don't know. I think so. I've seen a lot about it on the internet. This is cool. I mean, this is neat. I'm a Strat guy, or Strat type guitars. This to me is interesting because it's a Strat, but it's got a lot of the iconic things of a Strat are gone from it. You got two pickups, hardtail. Tell me about the two pickups. Is that something that, are you just more comfortable with the two pickup setup?
Yeah, it was a big part of what, I don't know. Like it was a big deciding factor of like the certain choices I had in designing it. I've never really connected with 3 single coil pickups, and like it's iconic. But I feel like every time I play a Strat with 3 single coil pickups, I sound like someone else's sound, and I tend to just play like all my heroes that have made iconic records and songs, and like just have such unmistakable sounds with those. And it sounds beautiful, and I still have Strats with that setup, and I use it, you know, in the studio or other times. But if you're doing something that's like you're putting your name on a guitar, like it's never really been me. I kind of like I really like low output pickups, but with just like a bit more muscle, but not to a point where it's like a humbucker. So,
gotcha.
And like this mule, the Baritone I play, also, you know, it's shaped like a Strat, but it's very similar in regards to like 2 pickups, kind of Strat inspired. And it definitely had some inspiration on this guitar, but the 2 main guitars basically, I know you asked about the pickups, it was my Jazzmaster and my Strat, these 2 that I've had a long time. It's like the neck profile is exactly the same. So the neck pickup is
based on your Jazzmaster?
Yeah, it's like the exact same Jazzmaster neck. So it's not a P90, even though it looks like it. I'm realizing I'm turning this way, but you're right here. So I'll try to turn more to you. And this is a P90. I've never usually been the biggest P90 fan, but this just felt, Tim Shaw that made the pickups, I was just telling him, kind of trying to describe the sound with words, which is like the hardest thing to do.
He's a legend with pickups.
He's a legend.
Sure.
And I said, like, I really want to match the Jazzmaster, but I always find a Strat bridge pickup too kind of high end and like too thin. So I don't want to humbucker too much. So I don't know what to do. I don't want to do a Jazzmaster bridge pickup. It's also pretty bitey in a way that I'm not really looking for. He said, you should try a P90 again. And I was like, all right, let's try it. And first set, just nailed it. It was just like perfect. That's what it is. I feel like they really complement each other. You have that girth and power, but it's not like a humbucker, and it's not underpowered like the single coils. sits well with other instruments, and just it's colorful, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And then, so you just got volume, tone, three-way switch, real simple
Yeah,
controls.
I never used the other tone on a Strat, and
I hear you on
I
that one.
always hated this configuration was definitely inspired from how the Mule
Yeah,
is.
basically same sort of spot.
But it nailed how I always felt. I never liked having the pickup selector here because when you're playing, I'd always knock it.
Yeah.
So if I'm the neck pickup, I'm playing, and I just put it to the bridge. So this is out of the way, but very accessible when I need it. And the Harmony cupcake knobs, like, just the grip on them is always so much better.
Yeah, it's like
I
knurled
prefer-
around the side there.
Yeah, I do a lot of the swelly type of stuff, and the grip, it's just, you can't really do that with the typical Strat kind of knob.
Yeah.
So like, I'd say those are the real main things. Everything else, like the cosmetic things, I had a deciding factor. Like you said, like the hardtail, and just even like little things. Like I asked them to put a switchcraft, like the custom shop doesn't usually use a switchcraft for the tone knob. You know,
Yeah.
they have their own that is good, but I was like, if we're
Switchcraft's
gonna make
kind
this
of the
sweet,
standard.
let's make this like as good as possible.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Otherwise,
Cool.
that's about it.
60s sort of neck profile on
Yeah, it's a
there.
68 U-shaped profile, which is what my Strat is. And then when I had my Jazzmaster made, I said the same thing. I want you to put that neck profile on that. And it's amazing.
Oh,
With
nice.
Fender,
So
you
your
can just say the
Jazzmaster has the same neck profile too.
all the same necks. So
that's
you could
cool.
just say, like, here's the serial number.
Yeah.
And they go, okay, we know exactly what it is. You want Jazzmaster neck pickup? What's the serial number? You know? That's the beauty thing about a company like that, where everything
Yeah.
is recorded.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know?
I was doing the Corona Factory tour one time, and you could see all the neck profiles all hanging up there for all the different signature guitars, and that was
Right.
really cool. You're walking around like, oh, there's the SRV neck, and there's the Yngwie neck, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Cool factory. Got to go to like most of like the big factories. You always forget how much work goes into, like, we pick up a guitar and we're like,
Yeah.
whatever. Or we go, that's pretty good, but like you forget how many like hands go through. Outside of like, the machines, if there's machines working on it too, like so much goes into making an instrument.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's take a look at your pedal board.
Sure.
So this is your touring board. So obviously space is a premium, but your tone, I mean, you've got a really wide variety of tone because you've got all your sort of ambient, beautiful, dreamy, clean stuff up to like really gnarly fuzz tones. So this is, so how are you packing that all in
Yeah,
here?
this is like my go-to travel board, and we all flew out for this tour, so I was also having issue with the newer board that I've been using. It has some pedals like the Jan Ray and the Chroma console that I've been using, but I'm having an issue, a MIDI thing, which is like the bane of my existence.
Oh, no,
so I
MIDI.
won't even get into it. So I'm just using this row. This is like a very reliable board, and I've swapped some stuff out that I've used prior, or like in other times and years, but it's working. You know, knock on wood, it's ticking all the boxes for me, and it's fairly simple.
Yeah, let's walk through what you got going on here.
Okay, which order of appearance do you want to go in?
Ooh, dealer's choice.
I mean, you decide. I don't.
Start on the right and work way to
Okay,
the left.
so then
Why
we're
not?
going kind of reverse. This is, so I always have an overdrive on. This is like,
Actually, that's a good place to start.
yeah. This is just a clean sound, like this is literally nothing. And this is
That's
this
the
is actually a
T-Rock?
40 watt. Yeah, this is actually the lower wattage. We run a pretty behaved stage volume.
Oh, that's
And by
nice.
doing that,
That's
it
nice.
allows Manny, who does sound for us, to like just, make everything sound even bigger and better out in the house. So
It definitely sounded very clear during sound check.
Oh, good.
So that was great.
I've been having a lot of issues, actually, like not physical issues, but as a fellow tall guy that
Yeah.
plays guitar, when you travel and you play guitar, you already have bad posture.
Yeah.
Really
Lower back
heavy two
issues.
rocks, exactly. And I talked to Eli at Two Rock about seeing if we could repurpose a traditional clean that I already play,
Gotcha.
making a 40 watt version of it, and then making it all out of pine, so that it's a little bit
so this is
lighter.
Pine cap.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Knocks a few pounds off.
Yeah, and the cab is like the smaller size than the other 112 they offer.
Yeah, it's quite
it's a
compact.
very-
That's still got a 12 in there.
Yeah, it's a very compact rig, and it sounds beautiful. So this is just it clean. But I always have this on. This is the Duelist here, so full volume. But I get my clean from rolling the volume down. And if I want to boost it, I can just hit the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a very buzzy room, so I'm kind of living on the middle pickup. So that's always on. So now we can go in order. We got the mini fuzz here, silicon fuzz. You know.
That is
pretty
fat.
big. Very
and
fat.
I should ask you, so this is your, this is standard tuning, but down at B?
This one's in open tuning.
This is the open tuning.
That one's in standard tuning in B, yeah.
Gotcha, so this is the open tuning.
Yeah.
And then you run in, for strings, it's like
It's 14 to 62.
14.
It's a Ariel set of string
nice.
joys.
String joys, awesome.
Yeah.
Love those strings.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect balance of just like it not, you know, feels like 11s. Like if it's set up right, it matches the tension really well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you, just to divert a little bit, did you spend time with longer scale baritones at all? And
I mean,
of
course I've spent time with it, but I've never
preferred the shorter scale? Or?
I never, it always just felt more like bass to me. And it's a
Yeah.
vibe, it's a sound, it's a very beautiful, I have some longer scale baritones, but for live, the whole magic was that normal scale, I call it like 25.5 on a Strat, still makes it sound like guitar when you tune down.
Yeah.
And that was like the thing that went off in my mind, like, because everyone's like, doesn't it compete with the bass player? It's like, not really, because
Just
I think
sit
the
a little
scale
different.
length, there's less tension and it's not as, the strings aren't as tight with the longer scale length. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it doesn't sound like bass and like, you
It's
know.
a timbre quality that changes.
Yeah, something about like a 25.5 or 28 or 29 scale length or 27 even, it just like puts you into like that bass, more bassy, bass 6 kind of territory, which is, it's amazing too, but just for what I do, it just, especially as a trio, you know, fills it out better and it still sounds like guitar to my ears.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
over.
with you.
You know?
Cool.
So then,
we
the other
got-
one is an Octaland here, which is, you know, traditionally more used like, but I kind of use, I don't know, the way I use it is maybe a little more unorthodox.
Those type of octave pedals, they're very like interactive.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing with your volume as much as you are.
Oh man. Yeah, it's very.
Like ring modulator, kind of
you can get there.
tension stuff. It's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so then we start getting into the delays. This is the Therme by Chase Bliss, so I have 3 settings. I always have slap on, so you're hearing the flashback, which is
a little mini guy.
which is a new one. I put that on for space sake. I had a tonal recall there, but I swapped out to put this Octaland in, and the only thing that fit was the flashback, but the flashback's really great.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. Very little.
It's just that. So then there's some songs where I'll have 2 slaps, so then that's when the Therme comes in. It's really subtle. It's almost like I feel it more than I hear it. There's a pitch shifting kind of.
Almost makes it feel like the amp's in a different room or something.
Kind of, yeah. And then, actually I only use 2 sounds. What am I talking about? I use that slap, and then I have this. And that's a sound I use on a song called Be Enough.
That's a pretty fun sound.
So that's a very fun sound. And then we go to the H9, and I have a handful of sounds. I have some delays, like a big. then a not so big, more like an oil can. And then I have this.
That one's really warm and beautiful.
That's one, I frequent that one the most.
Yeah, I can see why.
This is a harmonizer I use on a song called I Wish That We Never Met.
Wow.
Why do I harmonize it? I don't know. I could just go. There's something about playing it with your fingers, and it just has a different vibe to it.
Different vibrato, different attack.
So that's why I do that.
Makes you feel powerful somehow too. I love
Isn't that why we just have all these pedals and make you feel
Exactly.
powerful?
That's cool.
I have a backup slap, which I never use that normally. I got a Leslie speaker. Sounds really good.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then this sound, this is that adrenaline. It's like an envelope filter. It's the wrong guitar, but it's a sound I use on a song called Heart by Heart. I think a lot of people associate the envelope filter with like Grateful Dead kind of sounds.
Yeah,
and
the Jerry tone.
And then obviously Mayer uses a lot of it too, but I kind of just use it with that song and that sound. Try not to overdo it. Lastly is the Hydra, so another kind of like reverb. So you can hear the reverb is quite reserved.
Yeah.
I have it fairly subtle, but if I want more, I have this plate sound. Beautiful, like just in case,
that's
you know.
Beautiful. That's cool.
And then it has trem on the other side. So with the reverb. So yeah, there's a lot of,
Massive.
yeah. So covers much more than I need. I try not to be like tap dancing the whole time of a show.
Yeah.
Try to be present and like just performing and playing. But the thing I like actually about this board, I've used this setup. My friend Sammy built me this board in 2021. So I've had like 4 years of a lot of touring with it. This board has been all over the world. So I can just play. I just kind of know. There's really not that many sounds on the morning. I haven't said this. The Morningstar MC3 is the MIDI device. That's
Gotcha.
doing
So
all the
that's
presets.
controlling the
H9 and the Therme.
Ah, both of those. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so this is the second guitar that you're touring with. Now, do you find, because I know you've played with a lot of different tunings, and you seem like the kind of guy that would have like a lot of different guitars. Like touring with 2 guitars, is that a challenge for you?
No, I mean, it works fine. I'd love to be able to bring a few more. Because this means I have to capo sometimes if I want certain voicings and certain feels.
Both guitars have the Page capo, so you can
Yeah, so I
roll it
mean,
up
like if
when
I
you
want to
need
have
it.
some open stuff, I think it's my love for bluegrass and those grass guys. They're always capoing, and because you want to play in D or C or G, I kind of treat it the same.
Yeah.
yeah, if I could bring 5 guitars and not have to capo for certain tuning, great, I would do that, but don't quite have the luxury of that, so I bring 2, and that serves me just fine for now. Yeah.
So this guitar, the Mule, so this is a metal.
Yes, it's a steel body. It's a baritone. It's very integral part of my sound, for sure. Mini humbuckers, so it's a bit more beef than the other one.
Yeah.
I had to actually glue this screw in because I think it's stripped. So
Oh, no.
what happened is that these pickups are sitting a touch higher than normal. So I normally like to have my pickups a little lower so you just have a bit more headroom and dynamics, but we have to have them a little higher. So
Making it work.
you're getting a bit more output than I would normally prefer. But same kind of vibe. Also sounds great. Yeah. Well, actually, now that I have this guitar, I could just, stuff like. That's the sound.
Ah, there we are.
Yeah, killer guitar. Love Matt. He's been a dear friend for years, and in some ways, it's not a signature guitar, but it's very synonymous with me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard to do a show without it.
That sounds awesome for sure. Well, that's cool. So you're heading out down into this United States for the rest of the tour. Unfortunately, by the time people see this, they'll have missed out on tonight's show in Vancouver. But you're heading down the West Coast States, across the Midwest.
Yep.
And I saw some European dates for next year too.
We'll go to Europe. Plenty more to come. We're just kind of getting started on a new cycle and new music coming out. Again, don't know when this will come out, but
very exciting.
we're on the Future Present Tense tour, which is the new song I put out about a month and a half ago now.
That's a fantastic track too.
Thank you. So that's it's new music time, and we're working it all out on the road.
That's exciting. Well, we'll put links in the video to your website for the tour dates, where you get your music, and a lot of your instructional material too.
Oh yeah, right.
Which is really cool. So that's fantastic. Thanks so much for taking the time with us here on Tapestry
My
TV
pleasure.
today. We're here with Ariel Posen. Thanks so much. Thanks everybody
Pleasure.
for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Hell yeah.